Hi San, and welcome back to my channel. On this video, I'm going to share with you some updates about our home gardening project this spring.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every.
So we are now approaching Hageland Skoger. This is the entrance alley. It's a plant haven. Hi, so we are now back at home, and we are going to plant the seeds that we bought from Hageland today. So just to give you a little update about our first plants here, this one with the lavender and the garden na stored or blomkarsha på norsk. I can't see any sprouts yet, but they have good moisture, and they also have placed them right by the heater, so yeah. And today's day 3, but this one with the tricolor daisy and garden tree mallow, oring krage, and the popel rosa in Norwegian. Ta-da! Oh my god, I'm so happy. This is day 3 and they're thriving. This is the popel rosa or garden tree. Oh my god, beautiful. I'm so happy. Husband said this is not rocket science, just plant them, but yeah, I so love it. It's so satisfying. And maybe later we're going to plant 3 more seeds. I love planting them from their seeds and then just transferring them in a bigger pot. So yay! So now we are here outside, and we have a little bit of updates about the greenhouse or the drivhus that we are working on, or my husband is working on most of his free time. So the idea is that we are gonna go down this step and into the ground, and here you will have the plants, and then plants, then you can walk. You can use this board for harvesting. So there's also an old casa or box over there, but we haven't opened it yet. I think the previous house owners have used it to plant some stuff. I don't know. So it's going very well. I hope it doesn't rain, but we wouldn't mind if it does. It's not totally flat, our backyard. So that's just a little update, and we're still waiting for the greenhouse. We can start planting, but we've started planting the seeds. Thank you, honey. Show your hands. Happy hands. Aww. Hard day's work. So I'm just gonna walk a little bit to the mini forest. So you can see here, we've got some white flowers. Yay! Do you see them? White flowers. So this is our mini forest backyard. It extends to the road, but so you see, our lawn is not totally flat, which is actually very nice, I think, because in winter you can you can go and play and slide down. So we're planning on having some Brabant, Tuya Brabant, and a fence along that side. But I don't know if you will do it this year or next year, because you have to do both at the same time. Otherwise, the snow blowers are just gonna destroy them. That's according to the owner as well. We have this nice tree that has started to sprout. There's another tree here. I love spring. Can't wait for summer. And there's a swing over there. Ta-da! For today, we're going to plant our third box with these mini pots. Get ready for planting season this spring, this year. And last time I had 4 different flowers. I'm giving you updates on them. And for this bed, we're going to have 2 types of plants. We're gonna have, I found these sticks that I bought so I can make labels. We're gonna plant sunflower, sosike, and then meadow daisy or common daisy, which is fruit in Norwegian. So here they are, and hopefully they'll have sprouts, and then we're going to transfer them in the bigger ground around the house. So same as before, I'm gonna water these babies. Make sure they're nicely watered. Gonna start with the common daisy. Just giving it a push before you plant it on the ground. So this one you should put 0.5 centimeters under the ground, so that's not very deep. And then when you transfer them, it should be 15 centimeters apart. And May is the perfect timing for sowing, and then it will flower actually until December. Really, yeah. And for the sunflower, I like sunflowers. This is like a symbol in my first university in the Philippines. When we graduate, yeah, the whole avenue is lined up with sunflowers. It's a symbol of success and bright future. But anyway, we got this one, which can grow up to 150 to 500 centimeters. You should put the seed 1 centimeter under the ground, and then when you transfer them, 30 centimeters apart. And yeah, the perfect timing for sowing is between April and May. It's still April, nearing mid-April, and then it will bloom from July to September. So it takes a little bit of time for this one to really grow. So I'm really taking the time to learn lots of things about planting this season, and I can see how the different seeds look like. So common daisy look like this. They're very small. But I refuse to think that they're very fragile. Let's say 0.5 centimeters. So I'm just gonna use this stick to put them in the soil. then we just cover them up. And we're gonna put the label Fruit Common Daisy here. And then we have the sunflower. So for this one, twice the depth. Oh, I almost forgot how they look like. Actually eat this. No, it's you. When you buy sunflower seeds, there are actually different types. I don't know if it's something to do with the height. Maybe, because you can get really tall ones. And then there's one that's tough. That's okay. Okay, we still have some left, but I'm gonna need to buy more pots. We're not gonna crowd them. Just cover them up. We cover it up. And they're gonna be with the rest of our boxes. So we wait and see. I'm gonna give you updates because this is a very exciting hobby for me. As a new beginner. Yay! So they're now placed inside, nice and warm. I'm gonna show you again. It's 6 o'clock in the evening, and today's day 4 since I planted these two. And as you can see, this one, they've really grown, especially the tricolor daisy. So probably planted again next year. You can also sow the paparusa or the garden tree mallow right there. They've also sprouts. They have also gotten sprouts. They sprouted. So yay, and you can see the moisture, very nice. And then we have here the lavender and the garden nasturtium or bloom corsa. Still no sprouts. The nada. We have to wait longer maybe. And this is the new one that we planted today. It's gonna take a while. Yes, so see you tomorrow. Contains our garden tree mallow and tricolor daisy, and as you can see, they're growing really well. On day 5, you can see the sprouts. They're beautiful. Yay! And then we have here our lavender and garden nasturtium. I can't pronounce it well. And on day 5, still nothing. Still waiting. They're very there's moist and everything in their place right by our heater. And this is from yesterday, so it's actually day 2 for our daisies and sunflower, so you can't see anything yet. For these two, they're now on day 6, and my lavender and the other one, the garden nasturtium or bloom corsa, still no sprouts. I'm not worried though. So this is day 6. If probably after 2 to 3 weeks and still nothing, then I should start to worry. But these two babies, the garden tree mallow or popel rusa, and the tricolor daisy, ringkrage, they're thriving very well on day 6. I love it. These are probably ones that I would want to plant again next year. So I really like seeing results right away. This one is now on day 3. These are my sunflowers and common daisy. Day 3, still not a lot of sprouts. The daisies has gotten some small ones. Otherwise, it's still empty. Greenhouse, it still hasn't arrived, but this is how it's gonna look like. My husband has been working on it during his free time. This is day 7 for the lavender and the garden nasturtium or bloom karse. And this one has got nothing. Day 7. Should I worry? I don't know. You can see it's still very moist. And this one is also day 7. This is our tricolor daisies and garden tree mallow, and they're really thriving. We will probably have to transfer them soon. They're beautiful and they smell so good. Probably eat them. I don't know. So there are some sprouts, and there are for our daisies. They're kind of small, but you can see they're starting to come out. Wow. And the sunflower, nope, still too early for the sunflower. Day 4 after we sow the seeds. It's day 8. So a week had passed for the lavender and the garden nasturtium or bloom karsa. And I can see a tiny thing over here. Can you see it? Still no sign of the lavender. Probably gonna take a few more days or weeks. And of course this one we can finally leave open because they're, I should probably water this also. This is the mallows, pretty, and the tricolor daisies. So I'm gonna have to transfer them soon in a bigger pot or tray. Yay! And we got more seeds. We've got tomatoes and cucumber and sugar snaps that we're gonna plant soon. Yay! Let's just leave it open. I love it. It's day 5 for this tray, and I'm so excited. These are my daisies. As you can see, they have started to sprout, half sprout. And the sunflowers also up and about. I love it. It's so pretty. So day 5 for this tray. Okay, just to give you an update on the seeds, I had to place them here in the washing room because my cat, one of my cats, has discovered the plants and decided that they taste good. Started digging it up and stuff, so I had to place them here. But as you can see, the paparusa or tree mallow, garden tree mallows, are growing really nicely. Also the tricolor daisy, and these are my daisies, the small ones you can see, and the big ones are the sunflower. They've grown really big. These daisies and sunflower, it's day 6, so you can see They're really nice. I can remove the cover later on. Oops. So be careful. The lavender, I don't expect too much. Nothing. But the garden nasturtium, I see one sprout. So cute. Yup. And then we're gonna plant some more later on. Hi guys. So now we are measuring the edges of the greenhouse. So there. It has finally arrived. So we are gonna start putting it up. 440. So the mini greenhouse arrived just in time for Easter holidays. There's something to do. So we have it here. It's made of plastic and wood, I think. And we're gonna try to start setting it up. Huh? Plastic and aluminum. Put some soil around here. And there's bark. This is bark right down. So it's easier and softer to walk on. So that's the progress. Now let's see what's inside. By the way guys, I am 9 months pregnant. So my husband do most of the job. But I'm here to document how it's going. Maybe my son would watch this as well when he's out. So it's like this. It's made of hard plastic and some wood or aluminum. It's supposed to be very good. You just need to read the manual so you know what to do. There's a box here with probably the screws and stuff. So this is the manual. You can see the screws and the nails and all the tools that goes with the plastic windows. We're gonna have to assemble this baby. I'm just gonna make sure that they're complete first. It's hard plastic, I think. Yeah, hard plastic. So here you have the aluminum. Is it aluminum or steel? Aluminum poles.
Aluminium.
And backbone, aluminum in British. Here we have the box with the screws and tools, and oh, that's a lot of screws. What do you call it? Hinges and some wires, rubber wires. So they come in a big box. Okay, so my husband has started, and we start with assembling these poles, screwing them together, and it's probably gonna take a while before we can see some finished product. But the manual seems very comprehensible. There's numbers and stuff on where you have to start. My husband has been working on it, assembling the walls of the greenhouse. So you can see here, this is how it's gonna be, and it's gonna surround this box. Easter holidays is coming, so I think we should prepare the materials for the pots, plant pots as well, so we have something to do. Alright, moment of truth. We are now going to put the walls together. So, where do I hold? Here? So we had to use some support planks to make the walls stand by themselves. It's a bit windy. Look at that, we have white flowers on the ground. Ta-da. Forgot what they're called. But this is a sure sign that it's spring. There's some there and a little bit over there. I love this place. It's our mini forest backyard. There's a swing over there. And here you can see we've been working on the mini greenhouse. We had to use support planks and support humans, but we're getting there. Okay, husband, what's next? Alright, a few hours later, and we're making very good progress here. I just took a nap and my husband almost finished the whole thing. So it's looking pretty good. Still some grasses or plastic missing, but you get the idea. It's very nice. Now we can start planting our vegetables. And it looks like it's done. So this is the drivers for mini greenhouse. So amazing. I don't know where my husband is. And he had to like make a pathway in the middle, which is a little bit sunken because he's very tall. So he needs to be able to walk here. And he covered it with bark. So, and the plants are gonna be on this side and that side. Put a bench inside. Very nice. I'm so proud of my husband. This is a really nice project. It sits very well. So 1.5 months in our new house, and we've already built a greenhouse. So exciting. Okay, so as you can see, the greenhouse is done. My husband did a very good job. Standing right next to a tree and the house. So let's have a look inside. Just gonna open this. My husband has also already started, I don't know how to open this, started planting some seeds, vegetable seeds here. As you can see, it smells so good here. The floor is sunken. So my husband is tall, so he needs a little bit more room to walk around. This side, this is where we're gonna have our plants. And these are the seeds that my husband planted today vegetable seeds. I got a new spade from my husband. I like it very much. It's blue. But this is all for this week. Very excited to see how this home gardening project is gonna go. Thank you for joining me. Until next week. Ha det bra!
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better,